Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more TACTeam Scotland with Shenra. Say hey, Shen, say hi.
Hey, Shen.
Man, you're pretty good at this game. I did not even mean to say that, but you copied me perfectly.
I think you said Shane, actually.
I know, it was, let's just move on. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
England has announced Utrecht as their rival. Okay. Really getting to the bottom of the earth there, England.
I keep trying to pause the game with my space bar.
All right, let's go. Pause the game.
Because it's speed 2, it's too fast. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Let's go speed 1 for just a second. We were just sitting down for a new recording session if you're just joining.
Yep, first recording of the day, so we're both trying to get back into the action, figure out where we left off.
So some of the things we were talking about before we actually started recording was like our goal for this war, and I don't know. I think I'm leaning toward, and I hope you're leaning toward, actually taking Austria's trade power, despite the cost of a relationship slot.
I think it's worth it, yeah.
Because they're the only real competitor now that we've killed London.
Mm-hmm.
Or England,
killed
whatever.
London.
I mean, right now, because they stopped protecting trade, we have 62% control. They still have an active embargo on us. Without that embargo, we're going to have like 70%. And then if we take their trade power, we get that Holland and Torf. They've changed the name.
Yep, it's the German localization, I guess.
Yeah, we did cultural. There's an option for localizations. But we
have rebels. We have rebels in Please No Rebels here.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Mm-hmm. Funny. Yeah, it's got a chance of actually taking it. We should go help that. Remember back in the day where you could just accept their demands when they got really close to finishing a siege?
Oh, I love that, yeah. Okay, so I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
We are on the verge of the King of Savoy dying. He's 63. Mm-hmm. No heir. We could marry him.
This came up last time, and
we can't marry him. Never mind.
It came up last time, but just to reiterate my thoughts on it, you're really paranoid about going after Brittany or Calais because of France. Savoy is just going to guarantee they have that mission right now.
I know, but I believe we're kind of getting to the point where France is going to be less and less useful as an ally and more useful as a target. Don't you think?
Well, we'll see how the rest of this war goes, because they just lost some horrible battles over near Ulm.
Do we want to help them in battles?
No.
Yeah, just let them get weak.
Let's just see if France beats Austria, we know France is not ready to be our enemy.
This is true.
If Austria wins, then it's time to turn on France, I think. Maybe not.
I think we're getting a bad idea of how strong France is because of the crappy generals he has. He did just roll a 0-5 though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, not that we would like immediately pounce on him, but like it's getting to that point.
Right.
We are down a leader or an advisor because we were at the cap, and they're all level 2 now. Please don't spend all of our money. Again.
Spend our money. Oh, yeah, we're fine.
We have 400 debt. How'd that happen?
I don't remember.
It was probably a nasty event. I think we had one.
We get bad events sometimes. I'm going to start ferrying some of these troops home since we finished a siege. And it looks like France is kicking Austria's butt again.
I think they're going to lose this fight. I think there's too many reinforcements nearby. That Austrian 8-stack might come.
Oh wow, 25 more backup. Holy crap, Austria.
Yeah, and Austria's got 12 now in Vermandois. Oh yeah, they're going to lose that fight. The French are going to get routed. It doesn't matter though, because we're getting our ticking war score. We are at positive 4.8 now. I've always wondered why, in Crusader Kings 2, ticking war score ticks monthly 1.25%. Like, it ticks like crazy, like really fast. In this game, it's for some reason 0.4. 0.4, with a cap of 25.
Oh, we just colonized Pernambuco. Question for you, Arumba. Do you want to keep that colony? There's no real harm in keeping it. The chance of revolt is very low.
I don't.
Okay.
We're paying triple the cost for that colony.
We'll skip it.
And the other colony's at 606, and the bigger the population is, the more likely the settler chance is. I think you're just better finishing off one colony.
Yep. The only reason I was considering keeping it is because we were still profitable. It wasn't really hurting our economy yet.
Yeah, but we still have outdated ships. And
I'm getting worried about this attack from Austria. Do you think they're going to come for our sieging troops in Loyer?
I don't think so. Because that's not a war goal. Yes.
Here he comes.
Crap.
Run to the ships.
11th, 12th. We're not going to make it.
Oh, goodness.
All right. All right. Pause. Pause. So what are we going to do? Just let them die?
I'm going to run to the ships and get out. I'm going to evac if I can.
You're not going to make it. Like, they're going to engage us. It's 4 or 5 times as many troops. They're probably just going to kill it. We're going to suffer war exhaustion.
You can delete the stack.
I
you unpaused it.
I did.
Okay.
I did. I'm sorry. Okay, well, actually, it looks like they won't be able to kill it. I mean, we rolled really well. I'm surprised.
Where are we going to shadow retreat to?
To the tip?
Yeah, but they can reach that point.
Yeah, but you can get them off. These ships will be able to get back in time, I think.
I don't know.
They're not going to chase. They're too stupid. Never mind.
Nope,
Poland. There was nowhere else to retreat to anyway. There's no...
I'll just delete them.
Okay.
Done.
Problem solved.
Mm-hmm.
Men, we'll just delete the men.
Well, we're at maximum manpower. We should probably get some replacement troops.
Well, we're going to come out. We're going to win this war. Austria's already down to 40 war enthusiasm. Their military strength is actually negative, so they don't feel very strong.
I'm not sure why their military strength would be negative. They have the largest army on the planet.
Relative strength of the alliance must be in our favor.
Although they are burning through mercenaries. Wow, France still has manpower. Austria does not. Interesting. Alright, so what do we need? 212. Now let's get some soldiers.
Yeah, if we're looking at Austria's manpower, they have no manpower, and they're in a siege mode. So they're suffering a lot of attrition on their entire army with no manpower. I think France is going to be able to turn it around.
I hope so. I just don't want to be in France's way. You know what I mean? Let them do the work.
Yep. You want to take this next idea? Colonial range?
What's the idea?
50% increased colonial range. That'd let us get to North America.
But we'll have range for North America when this colony finishes anyway. Is there any benefit to teching up? Teching up would give us another global settler increase of 10.
That's probably more significant.
10% more trade efficiency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that'd probably be better right now. The 10 base settler increase is quite significant. So you were telling me something before this video that I thought was really valuable information that you learned in EU3 about how many troops you lose, or how many colonists you lose if the natives uprise.
Right. So if you click on a colony and you check out how many natives there are, in our case at St. Kitts, there's 700 natives. Anytime you get a native uprising, let's say you don't have an army protecting it, the natives will kill some of your colonists, right? The number of colonists that they kill is exactly 10% the number of natives that exist there. So in our case, 700 natives would kill 70 colonists each time there's an uprising. In colonies that have large native populations, in the case of like Africa, there's like some province, let me just take a look here. Here in Ivory Coast, there's 6,000 natives. That means every time there's an uprising, they would kill 600 colonists. So you really do need to protect your colonies that have large native populations. But you don't really need to protect them in colonies that have small native populations. It's just not necessary.
It would be really cool if that tooltip actually said that, because I've played the game for, what, a year and a half now, and I had no idea.
Oh, we have a mission to claim marches. Shall we?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'd always assumed it was like 200 troops, like 200 colonists, because it always just kind of felt like that. So ferocity, though, and the other one, that doesn't affect the number of colonists killed?
Those determine the likelihood of an uprising, and it also determines how well they fight your troops if you have a defensive army.
Well, it's all changing in El Dorado.
Yeah, what's actually going to be changing for the colonies then? I haven't really read about the differences.
Well, I guess colonization's probably not changing, but the way that exploration works is going to be changing. So instead of just taking like a troop, or take an explorer and put him on a boat, you'll have to have at least a minimum of 3 boats in an exploration fleet. Can't just do a single bark or a single transport or something.
Oh, just to interrupt you here, Fez has renamed themselves to Morocco. Congratulations, Fez.
Morocco's back.
All right, go ahead.
So you have to use 3 ships, and when you send them out, instead of saying, like, I want you to go explore this one sea zone, and like shift clicking them everywhere. You send them on an expedition, and then they'll like chart coastlines and
Oh, cool.
Try to,
So
like,
you don't actually have full control over where they go?
correct. And until they finish their exploration like mission, you can't retract them. They're gone. So
Oh, I like that a lot. So they're
Yeah.
just off on an exploration expedition. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I think that'll make a lot more. It'll be a lot more immersive as well if you're playing in with a randomized new world.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Have they changed the randomized new world?
No, not really. It's just that it's really tedious. In like at least in this in the regular map, you know where to like send your guy.
Yeah.
So you kind of know, like, okay, I got to go explore this. There's going to be an island over there. Got it. But when you're doing it with a randomized new world, you just have to spend all of your time paying attention to exploration, and it's not fun. So
That's
anyway,
true. It takes up all your attention, or else you lose your navy.
which happens.
Wow. France is getting wrecked.
I think
Just
what's
wrecked.
what would actually possibly help us is if France pieces out all of their
So that Austria
occupations.
can't get through to Brittany?
That and all the occupations Austria makes won't apply to our war, and we're just going to have a high ticking war score against their low enthusiasm. They're already at 35.
What stinks, though, is battles are going to be very much against us as this progresses here. France is losing every battle.
Yeah. We're actually still positive war score from battles, though.
Isn't that interesting? Just a couple victories at the beginning. Probably because they were big battles.
Yeah. Well, there was one fight in French Comte. It's 57,000 versus 26. Like they beat the snot out of them there.
Sweden, White Peace, Denmark. So Sweden still have tons of rebels? Oh yeah, Sweden's so full of rebels.
You want to attack them? We could attack them. If we attacked them right now, Austria can't protect them because we're at war with them.
Right, but we wanted to wait for this war to end because Muscovy won't join multiple wars. And we want Muscovy on our side.
Yeah, that's right. Gotcha. So, I don't know if we're going to get 30 war score, but I'd really like to take their trade power. That's really what I'd want, personally.
Yeah, trade power would be nice.
The following loans will need to be repaid. It's to bank. It used to say, like, because you could have like loans due to other countries. Now the AI won't do that with you.
Right.
It's just funny.
Oh, I hate that. Why won't the AI do loans? Come on, AI. I know you want a loan.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's getting so bad for France that Ragusa is invading Provence. That's awesome. Go Ragusa. Remember that? A couple episodes ago, France declared on Ragusa and he couldn't figure out how to land troops, so he just never did it.
Yeah.
Best invasion ever.
We can go back up to speed 2, by the way. We've been on speed 1.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't have control.
Oh yeah. That's because I'm just awesomer. You get all the events, I get all the power. I can control space and time. So Brittany, even though we're at war with them, would accept an alliance with us. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I think they wanted to become our vassal, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right. Well, they wouldn't do it because of the difference in base tax. But as we grow, they probably would.
It's very close. Yeah. I mean, we would get, if we had a royal marriage, they'd only be at -10 reasons. Might be easier though if there's any chance we can just like siege Armor, or let's just take one province from them. We could do it like right away.
Yeah, well, we were sieging Armor. We kind of expected France to hold the line. It would have been nice if France held the line.
Yeah, if they had just backed off to like Dauphine or the hills somewhere and been defensive instead of being suicidal. But they're like, we're French, we have Elan. Let's go.
Well, they do tend to win a lot of victories that you would expect them to lose. Like repeatedly attacking into the mountains, and then they win every time anyway. They're just France, so they get cocky.
I don't think we need full army maintenance right now. What do you think?
Well, let's kill this army. Oh, wow. These guys are sieging us like crazy. Let's kill this army before we lower our maintenance.
Yeah. So, in other news, you sound much better in my video now.
This is good.
We're using
No more
different...
TeamSpeak, huh?
Yeah. Don't even know what it was that fixed the audio issue, but it seems to just be gone.
That's fantastic. I'm just glad that it's over. And oh my god, look at this. Look at this wave of troops invading France. This is beautiful. I love watching France get sieged.
If France separate pieces, we should totally declare war on them and have Castile help us attack them.
We would have to peace out first.
We would have to peace out first? Yeah, in order to get Castile to join?
Right.
Yeah.
But the problem is Castile can't get through Aragon. They're rivals.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And if France can't figure out how to land any troops in Ragusa, I don't know if Castile will figure out how to land troops in France.
I would hope so, but you're probably right. Castile has, like...
It's hard to predict whether they would get through Aragon.
They're at 12 out of 47 ships. We should sell some ships to Castile, if they have any money at all. Let me check and see. Treasury. Castile's got 170 ducats. We could totally start to sell some of our older ships. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that.
I'm repaying loans, by the way.
Great.
Our colony is at
I'm gonna do this.
700 people. Nice. So it looks like Portugal and Castile are going to have most of South America divided amongst them. That's a problem because since Portugal and Castile are always allies, it means their colonies can never fight each other. If you're playing as a colonial nation, you cannot declare war on another colonial nation if your liege is allied to their liege. Then you can't go to war with that colony.
So you're saying we got to break up Castile and Portugal?
If we want them to start fighting over South America, yes, or else those colonial nations will live in peace forever. It's a silly game mechanic. Hey, they sold. What did they buy?
2 older ships, 2 barks for 20.
Sweet.
It's not great, but it's better than...
It just means we can build new ones.
Yep. You know what I'm going to do? Since you don't need those transports right this moment, do you?
No, we don't.
I'm going to take the barks and have the transports and have them replace some of the light ships in Holland blockade.
Now, unfortunately, Brittany is unsieging Morbihan. We only have one stupid mission. I don't like that. Oh, it's almost Diplotech time.
Good. It's very nice.
You notice that the
And we're debt free. Let's call Dave Ramsey.
you notice that the next 2 ideas, if we did take the next 2 ideas, it would be plus 20 global settler increase instead of just the plus 10 from tech. Do you think that's worth it? Because right now we do have a policy for 10% cheaper ideas.
Well, trade efficiency is really, really valuable because not only does it increase your trade power in every node and in every province, but it also increases your tax, like the amount of direct money you make.
Right.
So I really like the trade efficiency. I mean, global settlers is cool, but we're about to get so much money from this node after we beat Austria, and they stop embargoing us. I think we need the trade efficiency.
You know what we can do with more money?
Yeah,
we can have more settlers.
We could build the whole world. We could do every. Oh, you're using all artillery. Okay.
I'm sorry? Oh, yeah. There's no reason to have any other troops there.
I thought you were just using more troops than necessary. But it's, we're not suffering any attrition. There's no reason not to.
Wow, look at Sweden collapsing to rebels. Oh my goodness.
What kind of rebels are these? What are they going to do? What's going to happen?
They are religious. They're either, is it Reformed or Protestant?
Reformed. They're going to switch to Reformed.
Reformed.
From Catholic straight to Reformed. That's actually really good. That means that we can attack them without worrying about Austria, because Austria won't be able to protect them.
Right, that's true. Oh wow, look at our war score. It's garbage.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is that France is going to go down to low enthusiasm. They're going to separate peace. And then once they're out, our war score will jump up, because most of their war score comes from occupation.
Yeah. I do like that we're getting Austria's exhaustion up. Just slowly, but the embargoes mean he takes exhaustion.
I've always wondered why stability shows up on the war screen.
Oh, because if you're offering peace deals and their stability will drop if you offer peace deals that their government wants to accept, but their leader says no, and they keep saying no. You'll eventually reach the point where the government will say "screw you, leader," and it makes the stability go down. And if you get their stability to -3, then they'll be forced to take your next peace offer.
Okay, that does make sense, although playing against the AI, they'll always accept a reasonable offer, so
True.
I guess I can see why in multiplayer...
Yeah, it's basically used against players, yeah.
Makes sense, though. So do
All
we
right.
decide, are we doing Diplotech 10 then? Yes, no? Maybe
Let's
so?
do Diplotech 10. Go for it. I like it.
Sweet.
More
Plus-
settlers. We also get new galleys and new transports.
And most importantly, more... That kind of offsets the bad embargo we have against Austria right now. I still think it's worth it.
And the next Diplotech is plus 100 colonial range. Not that we need it anymore, but it's there.
Yep. Okay, well, let's take a
Wrap it up.
short hiatus, short break here. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you soon.
Oh, everyone, are you enjoying watching France burn? I hope you're enjoying this.
I'm sure they are. All right, see you tomorrow.